Think back to when you learned your first language as a child. Did you sit with your textbooks or memorize vocabulary lists? Of course not. You were immersed in the language every day, hearing it at home, in school, and in the playground. Over time, with consistent exposure, you naturally became fluent. In fact, immersion and opportunities to practice are essential while acquiring a new language. But let's be honest. As adults, opportunities for immersion in a second language aren't always easy to come by. Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like it's hard to find chances to practice? Have you ever had a language partner to practice with? So, how can you create an immersive learning environment for yourself? These are challenges that almost every independent language learner faces. But don't worry, you're not alone, and there are solutions. In this video of the Pulsa series, we'll explore how to overcome these challenges. Together, we'll discuss the power of immersion and how to find opportunities around you. With the help of Alex, who is learning English, we'll explore key concepts related to immersion and comprehension in your life as a language learner. First, we will discuss how immersion plays a crucial role in transforming declarative knowledge into procedural knowledge. Don't worry, we'll get back to these concepts. Then, we will look at creative ways to find opportunities to practice. Finally, we will highlight the importance of choosing the right practice partner. Let's get started! Studying grammar rules and vocabulary helps while learning a language, but it mainly builds what researchers call declarative knowledge. The kind of knowledge that's like having a database of facts and rules in your mind. But it doesn't guarantee that you can use this information effectively in real-life situations. To truly communicate in a language, you need what's known as procedural knowledge. The kind of knowledge that allows you to do something, like riding a bike or cooking dinner. Just like bike riding, this procedural knowledge in language learning comes from practice. That's where the importance of immersion comes in. It's the key to turning declarative knowledge into procedural knowledge. Immersion not only sharpens your skills, but it also builds your confidence. The more you practice, the more natural the language feels. Over time, speaking will start to feel as automatic as riding a bike. Immersion is usually created by teachers in language classrooms. However, when learning a language on your own, immersing yourself means going beyond set study times and finding ways to incorporate the language into your daily life. Anything that can be done in the target language instead of in your first language is an additional opportunity to immerse yourself. Take Alex, a nurse who wanted to improve her career by learning English. Like many of us, she struggled to find time for practice, but realized she could easily integrate it into her daily routine. She started listening to English podcasts during her commute, changed her phone's language settings, and watched TV shows with English subtitles. Even small actions like following English recipes while cooking helped create an immersive environment. With so many resources available in English, Alex turned her everyday activities like reading blog and watching videos into valuable language practice. To make significant progress, regular practice is key. This means being creative when finding opportunities to practice. There are many ways you can create these opportunities for yourself. For example, Alex began talking to herself while cooking, narrating each step aloud, as if she were on a cooking show. This helped her practice forming sentences and thinking in English without any pressure. She also started mimicking lines from movies and TV shows. While watching, she'd pause and repeat the line, practicing pronunciation and intonation. Another trick she used was recording herself. Alex read articles aloud, recorded her voice, and compared it to the native speakers. This improved her pronunciation and helped her track progress over time. And let's not forget music. Alex listened to English songs and sang along during her daily walks. It was a fun way to reinforce vocabulary and pronunciation while doing something she loved. To practice writing, Alex challenged herself to write journal entries in English. This helped her improve her grammar and writing confidence. While individual practice is important, practicing with others can really take your learning to the next level. However, finding the right practice partner isn't always easy. As Alex discovered, you may need to try with a few different people before you find the right match. At first, Alex tried practicing with her teenage son, but he wasn't really interested. Then, she joined an online language exchange, but her first partner kept switching back to her first language, which wasn't helpful. Alex kept searching and eventually found an English language enthusiast from London. Her partner was patient, encouraging, and dedicated to their practice sessions. They met weekly over video calls and discussed everything from current events to hobbies. These conversations not only improved Alex's speaking skills, but also gave her the confidence to express herself. Alex also joined a local conversation group at her community center, where she practiced with both native speakers and fellow learners. These group sessions became a highlight of her week, providing motivation and a sense of community. To sum up, learning a language involves more than just studying grammar and vocabulary. It's about actively seeking out new opportunities to practice and immerse yourself in the language, just like Alex did. Now think about your own routine and how you could integrate your target language into your daily life. Don't hesitate to get creative. Immersion doesn't require drastic changes. Small, consistent efforts make a big difference over time. And when it comes to finding a practice partner, remember that it's okay to experiment until you find someone who matches your needs and goals. To wrap up, reflect on these 3 following questions to check on your understanding of the different ideas explored in this video. Question 1. Why is immersion important? Immersion reinforces your skills, helps you retain what you've learned, and builds confidence in using the language. It helps you turn declarative knowledge into procedural knowledge. Question 2. How can you practice if you're not in a classroom? You can practice by creating an immersive environment using tools like language apps, watching media, or talking to yourself in the language. Question 3. How can you find a good practice partner? Look for someone who is supportive, reliable, and willing to engage in regular, meaningful language practice with you. Thank you for joining us for this video. We encourage you to watch the next video of this series.